Mr. Friend is a YouTube creator known for his hyper-realistic renders of disturbing encounters, ranging from minor scares to catastrophic events. Alongside these uploads, he has created a short horror series that includes 3 films: Bad Boy Oliver, The Man with No Mouth, and Apple Vision Pro, as well as a commercial titled Happy School, all of which we'll be exploring in this video. Join me as we delve into this series and uncover how seemingly innocent beginnings spiral into truly horrific conclusions. The first film begins with an 8-year-old boy named Oliver stepping off a bus, arriving in the small town of Medishare to visit his aunt and uncle, Pat and Charles. As of today, it's been over 4 years since he last saw them. Once he approaches their home, they greet him with a batch of freshly baked cookies. After a heartwarming reunion and some quality time, bedtime arrives and Charles guides Oliver to his guest room. But when Charles opens the door, Oliver's excitement turns to unease when he notices something in the room. On the dresser sits a giant ominous plushie. Nervously, Oliver asks his uncle about it. Charles casually explains that he and Oliver's father used to call the toy Mr. Bobo and played with it often. Ending his story on a strange note, we could have sworn he had a mind of his own at times. With that unsettling remark, Charles leaves Oliver alone with creepy Mr. Bobo to settle in for the night.
Hi there, Mr. Bobo. What was that? Huh? Where did he go? I'm just imagining things. He's not real. He's not real. This is just a dream. He's not real.
In the dead of night, Oliver jolts awake to find Mr. Bobo missing from his usual spot. Panic sets in and he tries to convince himself that it's just a bad dream, unaware that the plush toy is now eerily watching him from the corner of the bed frame. As morning light filters through the window, Oliver reassures himself that the previous night was merely a nightmare, especially when he sees Mr. Bobo sitting innocently in the same spot. But the comfort doesn't last long. The narrator reveals that Oliver spent the day playing with his favorite toy while his aunt and uncle toiled away in the basement. The film keeps the nature of their work a mystery, but Oliver remains blissfully unaware, continuing to play in the same room as Mr. Bobo. What happens next, however, is deeply unsettling.
I'm not scared of you, Mr. Bobo. You're just a silly doll, and you're not real. Huh? I'm sorry, Mr. Bobo. Please don't be mad. Huh? What's that? I see you've hurt Mr. Bobo, Oliver. That's a bad boy. Uncle Charles, why is there a camera in Mr. Bobo? If you'd have just played quietly and been a good boy, I wouldn't have to do this. Uncle Charles?
Oliver, eager to prove that he's a big boy, had been allowed to ride the bus alone to his aunt and uncle's home. Although initially frightened by Mr. Bobo, he decides to confront his fears directly. It's only after doing this that he realizes he should have been more afraid of his own uncle. It's revealed that Mr. Bobo was used to spy on Oliver. In the shocking twist, Oliver is taken to the basement and shackled to the wall, while the happy Mr. Bobo continues to observe him from across the room, marking the end of the first film. Reflecting on the film, I'm left with two major questions. First, what drives Charles to these extremes? Either I missed something, or this man is just psychotic. And second, the narrator mentions that Pat was also working in the basement, but she doesn't appear again, leaving her role ambiguous. However, it seems likely that she was involved in Charles' scheme. As disturbing as this conclusion is, it sets the stage for the second film, where a boy encounters a stranger with no mouth. The second film opens with a boy named Timothy Green, who's up late tackling his challenging math homework. As frustration mounts, Timothy is startled by a strange whistling sound coming from outside. Curious, he peers out the window, but sees nothing unusual. The whistling persists, promoting him to look again. This time, he spots an odd man with no mouth, standing naked in Timothy's backyard and waving at him. Frightened, Timothy quickly closes the curtains to block the man's view and returns to his homework. As he struggles with the equation, he eventually passes out from exhaustion, but is quickly awakened by the sound of something knocking on his window. Hesitant but compelled, he opens the curtains once more to find the mouthless man alarmingly close, with less than an inch of glass separating them. Startled, Timothy is overwhelmed with fear but doesn't flee. Instead, he engages with the man who, in an unexpected twist, helps him solve his math problem that he had been troubling with. After finishing his homework, the man politely requests to be let into Timothy's room. Timothy declines but offers a compromise. He invites the man to return the following night to assist with the next assignment. Although visibly saddened, the man agrees and departs, allowing Timothy to finally get some rest. However, the man's departure doesn't mean the end for Timothy's problems.
Huh?
In a disturbing echo of the previous film, The mouthless figure is shown watching Timothy from outside around 3 a.m. Timothy, unaware of the danger, is visited again the next afternoon. Excited, he welcomes the stranger back, but it's obvious something is off about him. Timothy eagerly asks for help with his math, but the man remains unresponsive. Believing he needs a closer look at the equation to solve it, he opens the window for him. As the man enters the room, Timothy realizes with growing dread that the stranger with no mouth couldn't possibly be making the whistling sound. Timothy's fears are soon confirmed in a horrifying reveal. The mouthless man opens a hole where his mouth should be and decapitates Timothy. As his lifeless body lies on the floor, the man, in a grotesque gesture of gratitude, completes Timothy's math assignment for him. You know, I want to feel bad for Timothy, but it's hard to overlook the numerous mistakes he makes right from the start. For instance, when he's passing out from exhaustion because he can't solve a single math equation, it's crazy that he doesn't seek help from his parents. While his perseverance is admirable, I don't see why he doesn't reach out for them for assistance. Instead, he chooses to have a full conversation and make an agreement with a naked man who appears at his second floor window. This series of poor decisions sets the stage for a grim outcome, and the dark tone continues to the third film. The final film centers around Kevin McMahon, who is eagerly waiting the arrival of a special package. When the box finally arrives, Kevin excitedly brings it to his room and begins to explore his new toy, the Apple Vision Pro. Immersed in the device, Kevin spends time mindlessly wandering around his room. His mother soon interrupts, asking him to take a break to finish his homework. Kevin assures her that he'll do it later, and she leaves him alone with the device. As Kevin continues to use the Apple Vision Pro, a noticeable glitch appears, hinting at trouble to come. As night falls, Kevin's mother calls him for dinner. Reluctantly, he puts the headset down and heads to the kitchen. But when he arrives, he finds the kitchen is empty. His mother and any food are nowhere to be seen.
Mum? Where's dinner? That was weird. Where could she be? Well, I guess I have a bit more Vision Pro time. Huh? Mum, is that you? Huh? Ah! Ah! Kevin? What's wrong with him now?
The glitch in the Vision Pro appeared to have taken a dark turn. Panicked, Kevin rushes out of the room and grabs a knife. Fearing for his safety, his mother, noticing his erratic behavior, follows him to the kitchen, setting the stage for yet another chilling conclusion to one of Mr. Friend's films.
Kevin. You can't hide, Kevin. Found you. You're not my mum. Stay away from me. Mum! What have I done? Mum, I didn't mean to. Kevin? I'm so sorry, Mum. Oh, my dear boy Kevin. I think something is terribly wrong with my Vision Pro headset. Ow, Mum, that hurts. Mum! I got you.
As the tension builds, Kevin discovers the horrifying truth. His mother has transformed into a monstrous entity, leading to a grim and tragic ending. Unfortunately for Kevin, the film subtly hints that the device may not be the real issue here. In the shot where he heads to the kitchen without the headset, and we catch a glimpse of his mother lurking in the background. Of course, he does not know this, making it easy for her to catch him off guard. Whether or not Kevin's Vision Pro was truly defected, Kevin discovers his mother is actually a monster that ends up taking his life. Lastly, we'll be watching a short commercial from Mr. Friend titled Happy School, which features a character we're very familiar with.
Welcome to the Happy School promotional video for initiation. Happy School is the perfect choice to send your precious children to. All of our classrooms are modern and well equipped. Happy School teachers are one big family. The teachers are fully trained and don't bite when requested. They do everything for your child's education. There is no one hiding in the floorboards. With a state-of-the-art gymnasium, your child will get the best exercise. We are school. 8 meals a day to grow a hungry child. Remember, happy school means a hungry child. Remember, happy school means happy child. Happy school. Come and learn. You won't want to leave.
You know, this video doesn't do a good job of convincing parents to bring their children here. Beyond the creepy biting, strange floorboard, and bizarre cloning, the most disturbing aspect of the school is that the students are required to eat lunch 8 times a day. What's particularly curious is that Oliver has a mouth in the first part of the video, but it's removed by the end. I only bring this up because this guy also has no mouth. However, I believe it's merely an Easter egg. I've chosen not to delve deeply into this commercial as it appears to be a standalone piece. However, it was the first video I encountered from Mr. Friend, which led me to explore more of his work. If there ever is a continuation or a deeper connection to this commercial, I'd be keen to revisit it in the future. Mr. Friend's upload library is a collection of disturbing and unsettling content, and this series is no exception. It features 3 short films with its own chilling narrative, along with a commercial that seems to be a spin-off, especially since it includes Oliver, who was last seen kidnapped in the first film. This makes me believe that the commercial may not have a direct correlation with the films. Regardless, this wraps up the video. If you enjoyed the series, be sure to support Mr. Friend and his work. If you liked this video and want to see more content like it, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts in the comments below. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.